lot about this. This is a project that I'm just at the beginning of, and I think definitely I need to think more about, what are exactly the other models that pre-existed what the rabbis are doing. But in general, from my experience with Tanaitic literature, I think that the Tanaim develop a concept of the individual that is much thicker than earlier Jewish texts. And I think that basically, I think that one of the central tensions here is the tension between the individual and the individual's role in the community. And that's kind of what I was trying to gesture to, that there is a thick idea of the individual, and yet there's also a thick idea of communal ties. So I think that, I think that comparison to earlier texts will maybe bring that out even more strongly. And with respect to your first question about Isaac, I think that that's actually a perfect example of everything that's going on in this text, because it's exactly the difference between a biblical text where God is clearly present, and therefore, even though the rabbis are rewriting that story to say that what's important, that Isaac himself expounded and realized that he has to act in order to receive the divine blessing, ultimately, the end of the story is that there is a divine blessing, right? While for the rabbis, that's precisely their anxiety. And I think that what they're doing is that they're saying, okay, we don't see God in our world. We're going to, make the blessings ourselves, and perhaps with some kind of hope that, okay, we can't see the divine blessing, we can't hear the divine blessing, but there is a response in some way, right? But I think that that's exactly that exactly shows, it highlights the break between the biblical world and the world of the rabbis, where God has deserted their world.